I'll wait here. Hi, everyone with me here? I'm also waiting for something. Hello, varios. We'll see early. My apologies for the wait. Bros, what pleasure it is to see you again. How have you been? The pleasure's all mine, my friend. I've been well, and I'm glad it's me to see that you are too. Now, I know you have many demands upon your time, so I shall explain the particulars of our request at once. Recently, an explorer came to us who claimed to have discovered the Phantom Realm. The Phantom Realm? So this is what you meant by uncharted territory. Familiar, perhaps unsurprising. Give it legend of legend. Familiar, perhaps lesser legend. Really? Okay. And the realm is real, as you will soon see for yourself. Good gods, a part of me struggled to believe it, but we have no reason to doubt you. Suffice to say, we are eager to see the realm too. Whenever truth awaits, I pray you will succeed in finding it. Alright, gotta go over there. Let's go check over there. Interesting. Apologies for making you search for me. Alright. This is further around long dreamed by explorers. Alright. Where is that? It's just not your NG spout. Oh, so this is the Phantom Realm. that it is no illusion. Evil phantom realm follows. Fast. I felt we need something to call it. It means naval in ancient tongue, an illusion of Mordona's location in the heart of Alenard. See, there are man-made structures, and the place appears well kept, yet there's not a single soul. Let's take a look around. We can start by doing that. Oh, is that the crystal tower over there? Where the heck are we? Is that an Aetherite? Wait a second. What is this? Wait, I think I've seen these before. Oh, I did. It's the Guardians. Yeah, that's the symbol of Minfina. Yeah, that's when you choose a Guardian at the start of the game. Okay. Such as this can be seen area. What purpose would this serve? I wonder. Like anything that's seen doors, that truly exquisite stuff. Finished looking around? We had only a cursory glance, but this is truly a mysterious place. A gleaming spire rising beyond the clouds. That is most certainly the Crystal Tower, right? Well, yeah. Judging by its aspect, we are a considerable distance over Silver Tiered Lake, which would suggest the gate we entered is a teleporter. However, if this isle lies as it where it appears to lie, then it couldn't have escaped the battle of Silver Tiered Skies. Just to say we are in Mortona, yet we are not. It's as if we are displaced from our world, if only slightly. This place inhabited a bit. Was there aught else you noticed? Upon yonder structure, there are unmistakably the marks of 12. Yes, those are the 12, okay. Which I posit that this was created as a place of worship. But by whom? I cannot think of any who would have possibly built such a grand premise. Never mind magically conceal it. At least not in the wake of the Battle of Silver Tier Skies. It is a mysterious place indeed. Well, it seems there's but one solution. A thorough investigation. First, for this we will require more manpower and supplies, among other things. Yeah, alright, let's make the arrangements. What must be done to commence our work in earnest, and by all means. Without further ado, then, let us return to Trillian. Hold, mortals. You profane the sacred realm with your very presence and must answer for your irreverence. I am Byrgot, the Builder. Byrgot, then the 12 are real. Let there be no doubt, we are not simulacra born of mortal faith. Nay, we 12 are divinities true. Heidel's absence, we are the star's rightful rulers, its will. Closely have we watched mankind. Closely as we watch mankind. We have determined that you, champion of Heidelin, pose a threat to our ascension. We're foolish to wander into our realm. We could destroy you with ease here now, but as divinities, must demonstrate grace and forbearance. There's but one path we must weigh, this mortal's worth. Here, let there be a trial. While the mortal would inevitably be destroyed, it would at least provide us with a diversion. What, you suddenly appear and expect us to simply comply with your whims? Protest if you wish, but mortal logic means naught to gods. You will abide by our laws. Though, the gateway to our sanctums lies open. Shows the strength of mankind. Show us the honor of mankind. Show us the spirit of mankind. If man would remain the master of his own destiny, then assemble your comrades and come. Come and prove your worthiness. Come on, we just saved the entire star. Do you have anything to say for that? We just saved the entire world. That hellstream of previous forest, nothing like this ever happened. I encountered not a single soul, and certainly not gods. By their own mission, they mean to take over the star. What are we to do? The situation has indeed taken an unexpected turn, but we must try to think clearly. The 12 have long been revered and worshipped Yorza, and myths about them abound. But to my knowledge, they have never truly appeared so openly before. For these beings just suddenly reveal themselves, just when we were here, claim supremacy over the star, and challenge Patios to a trial. Too much about this feels odd, and it gives me pause. Fair enough, yet as it stands, it seems we can't dismiss the threat either. Whatever they are, if they're swinging a challenge, then challenge accepted. Dependable as ever, my friend. Even if these beings seek dominion over the star, as they say, what happens here may have far-reaching implications. To that end, I believe we should take action, suffice to say. You're with me? The students of Aldous will officially intend to the substitution, right? course of studying the star's mysteries. We have undertaken to deal with any threats that may arise. Alright, let us deliberate a course of action, Derek. You know you out of these beings' sanctums. There are domains in the Phantom Realm that lie beyond each gate. I have explored them all. Perhaps due to entering instability, there are times when one can enter, when ordinary one cannot. But it would seem the way has been open for us. Oh really? It's been open for how long? So enough to know my way around. I'm a humble explorer and cannot contend with gods, but if you would be willing to protect me, I will serve as your guide. Fire God paid us, yeah, assemble comrades, alright? As strong as I know you are, I know little less about our foes. Neither of them. It would be decidedly reckless to face them ourselves. Yeah, we must choose an approach that affords us the best chance at victory. To that end, this time I shall work behind the scenes while you set forth an answer to the god's challenge. I will do what I can and make it best assist as a student. One, it would be behooving us to arm ourselves with knowledge about the 12. Knowledge shall again begin apprising Kryl of the situation. By thus utilizing our resources to fullest, we shall overcome whatever trials awaits. The 12 have challenged us. Alright. Aglaia. Let's do this. Aglaia. Aglaia. Heck is this?
So, You are resolved to face me. Come, children of man.
Oh shit. I did not know how that mechanic worked.
Behold the virtuosity of the builder. For me, O Hammer Divine.
Oh, what the fuck? We all wiped, did we? Oh shit, I died.
Bend the knee.
Okay, now we know how that mechanic works.
Builder has been made to yield. Intriguing. Then the Destroyer shall take your measure. After you have provided my servant with some sword.
got it.
Ahead stands a statue I have fashioned for our contest.
We're all gone. There it is.
Come, show me the strength.
mortals. Enter my realm, if you dare.
That was not fast enough. Come out, and then once that's done, we move in, right? Oh shit, I screwed up. Be on the other side. Shit. I don't... How do you do the 2 circles on that one? Alright, they're done. That was an easy boss though. Just his circles are annoying.
You will be scoured by the light of the sun.
Now we're fighting the sun. Nice. That's not fast enough. God damn. Still lag. I'm leaning lag on that one.
Is it just a mirage? There's something more. something more. Just a mirage. Or something more.
What is this?
I am Null, keeper of the realm of the living.
I am Thor, keeper of the realm of the dead. Prepare to be judged, children of man.
We're fighting an event against life and death.
And when we reach our end.
shit. A lot of running around on this one.
Will you weather my trial?
Come on. Didn't even last 2 seconds there.
Still defy divine authority.
And we all got wiped.
Very well. Let us proceed to your judgment. We Trojans shall weigh your soul. The moment of judgment.
spawn and I died because of this stupid idiot.
Very well. Let us proceed to your judgment. We traitors shall weigh your soul!
It was a stack and I still died. Fuck. Come on.
Man's tenacity is a sight to behold.
I just spawned, come on. Got it, got it. Finish him off, finish him off. Finish him off.
You have been found worthy.
There's no white mage gear there. Yeah, there's no white mage gear. Dang it. And there's no red mage gear either, right? Yes, beings claiming to be the 12 have a beard. Defeated them all. Incredible. I never knew that you would succeed, but I'm no less impressed for it. Seldom have I felt such exhilaration. You'd think the day would come that we would put on an act for men. I must say, Bargot, you played the villain's role to perfection. Come now, Master. I merely did what was necessary to compel the mortals to confront us. Sigh, still pain me to speak to our beloved children so unkindly. So you say, Azima, yet you seemed happy enough to fight them. You did not forget the true purpose of the trial, I hope. Well, I couldn't help but to be excited. And do not tell me you felt differently. Consider yourselves fortunate, children. It is rare indeed to see Naltal in such high spirits. What in the world is happening? Didn't you say you had defeated them? Did they manage to flee, or perhaps were resummoned? Put your weapons. You have naught to fear from us. Rest assured, we are not summoned beings. We do not drain the land of Aether, nor do we take men into our thrall. What if the gods who were summoned during the calamity? The ones Master Loisa called forth to protect the realm. That was not us, but a primal born of your fervent prayers for salvation. Indeed, that was the worst of the calamity was averted, and the realm restored in its aftermath. It was a direct testament to the power of your hopes. You truly intend to rule the world? I think they already do. So what's the point? Why choose to appear before us now? If you aren't primals, then what are you? Why choose to appear before us now? Just as man harbor hopes, so too do we gods. To realize our aspirations, it is essential that we do battle with you. Thus did I falsely claim that we sought to rule the world. It was deceitful conduct unworthy of divinity, and I must apologize, not only for that, but for using my power to do harm besides. These hopes of yours, won't you tell us what they are? Cannot. If you wish to know the truth, you must discover it for yourselves. It's not easy to move forward when there is seemingly no destination. But if you press on, you will eventually arrive at the answers you seek. You will understand why we hold our peace, and far more besides. You will learn the very truth of our existence. Go forth, mortals, and seek knowledge of us, and when the time is right, we shall meet again in this place. As if hearing about battling the 12 weren't shocking enough to have them appear before my eyes. Suffice to say, it's been an interesting day. While much about the realm remains shrouded in mystery, at least they seem open to reason. Considering your next step, I should very much like to hear your detailed account. Right after I have a word with our client, that is. Please give me a moment to introduce myself, then we can review the situation. The realm of the gods. Brothers to stalk the situation. Greetings, I am Kral of the students at Baldesion. Do you have the pleasure of addressing Derek, the explorer who sought aid in investigating this place? I am Derek, and this is here is Babi Opopo. Yes, I can see that. Doesn't it have a name? None that I know of, nor would I presume to bestow one, for that would be condescending. I see, that's very considerate of you. To understand, you explored the various phantom realms of Derek. Will you recount from me the experience? While the gods tested you, you surely did not sense any malicious intent. As Byra God said, they wish to do battle with us, but it would seem they do not necessarily wish to cause us harm. To much more about this perplexes. Perhaps it's safe to assume that they are not primals? As you may recall, Livingway once told us that the art of summoning is taught by the Assassins and incorporates the fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Thus, do the resultant primals seek to enthrall worshippers, who in turn seek to grow in their ranks. But these beings appear to harbor no such desire. If they are primals, then they are unlike those that have been summoned in the recent memory. You might suppose that they were created in antiquity, in like manner to Heidelin, but there is no way to prove it. Who could they possibly be? And why do they desire battle with man? Are they like Ashians or something? Like, were they Ashians in the past or something? Could be something like that, right? Even of your little Urza, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. I wonder, does Emmet Salk know who the 12 are? Like, are the 12 related to the Ashians? And Emmet Salk knows who the 12 are? Itself did say that, didn't he? But which we may assume he knew the truth and challenged you to seek it out too. Suffice to say, you'll do so, of course. Insofar as we can ascertain, this is a matter which has implication for the entire star. In light of this, the students of Baldesion formally accept a commission. We will investigate the Phantom Realm and the beings who call themselves the 12s. The 12. Well, they are the 12. They're not calling themselves the 12s. They are the 12. I'm pleased to hear that, thank you. Without further ado, I will take a look around. There are a few things I'm curious about. I wonder if the 12 are related to, like, the Ashians or anything. They're probably Ashians. It's the explanation for everything in this game. And with our permissions, I will take myself around Urza and investigate the worship of those gods we encountered. There's Derek. Seeing as you're already seen this place, would you care to accompany me? By all means, in which case... Could you stay here with Kryl, my friend? It wouldn't do to leave a fair maiden alone. I shall be glad for the company. Take care and good luck. So to explain my plan, it is believed that the 12 were already worshipped during the Third Astral Era, when the Elegant Empire flourished. Come the Fifth Astral Era, those nations that fought in the War of the Magi each took one of the 12 as a guardian deity. This practice has continued to the present day in Urza, with some notable regional differences. For instance, which guardians hold Haloni as absolute, while Charlians enjoy a moderate relationship with Taliak. While visiting various locations in the Orza and learning about the 12 as they are worshipped, I hope to identify any similarities or differences between them and the beings we encountered. So doing, I believe we will draw closer to the truth of their identities. For our first destination, I propose we take ourselves to Raglar's Reach. The place is holy ground for worshippers of the Destroyer. Promises to yield useful details. Here you are, Pedios. This place served as the base operations for investigation to Omega, did it not? How delightful to be here together. If you don't mind making an observation, it seems you enjoy traveling with company. Dude, it's something I had dreamed for a long time. There's nothing like traveling with good friends. True. Is that so? What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. Not that I avoid people or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I've been here before on the trail of the Phantom to the Phantom Trail. Now that I think on it, often not those places where Phantom Realm sightings are known to occur have a tradition of 12 worship. And I dare to hope that we are on the right track. As I'm sure you know, Raglar's Reach is home to the Temple of the Fist, the ancient headquarters of the first Fist of Raglar. Raised by the Mad King Theodoric, the temple lay abandoned before the Alamican resistance claimed it for reparation. While I doubt that much literature has survived over the years, the people here may possess some knowledge of the local faith. So let us split up and make inquiries, and reconvene here afterwards to share findings. Interesting. We've been here in Stormblood. Now we're exploring because they might be related to 12. Well, it's related to Raglar, which makes sense. So here's a giant statue of him right there, and we literally fought in his hand earlier during the raid. Not this statue, but a statue that looks just like it. Oh, if it isn't nice, if it's this man's perchance a friend of yours. In the last fidelity, he shared with me the tales of he heard on his journeys and what amazing tales they were. Yet I love to hear both of your stories. As we're in some haste, we're investigating the worship of Raglar and seek literature on the subject, religious texts and the like. Can any still be found here? Just about all of it is gone. Sadly destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. We haven't lost everything. The mighty image of the destroyer, the tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's founding. To have these things, and they were a source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest moments. See, if you don't mind, I would be obliged to hear your stories this time. I'm sure to have this well in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were. I can actually... Wait, I can inspect the monument. It's inscribed in the monument. Storm of blood approaches fast. Oh, wait. A storm of blood approaches, falls up and weeps, heavens weep, for no soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Purse out for Straff and Soap. Is that like the lyrics of the Stormblood song? Isn't that like the lyrics of the Stormblood song? Now that I realize that. Yes, yeah, that's the lyrics of the Stormblood song of the main theme for Stormblood in the trailer. Gallery, yes. If you have business, please make it quick. Yes, we'll make it quick, don't worry. Forgive me my delay. Wife, it is in the adventure who kindly escorted me to the Temple of the Fist. Are you studying monks too, perchance? If so, you ought to work together with me and my colleague here. Few things are finer than joining heads with like-minded folk. Actually, I'm here for Aglaia. Researching the Warship Destroyer, you say? Why didn't you mention it sooner? Well, I just did. This is a copy of Destructivity, a scripture of the Fist of Aglaia. The original is one of the few texts that survived the Temple's razing, and it is in the safekeeping of one Professor Eric. I went to the trouble of having this made for my colleague, only for her to say she doesn't need it, so I will offer it to you instead. Lest you forget, this is your passion, not mine. I'm simply assisting you as a favor. I thank you not to put us in danger. Ah, but the danger is danger in the crucible, in which the monk tempers body and mind. So sublime. Well, we had best return to our work. Till next time, adventurer. Well, see ya. Back to the Bloodstorm then. Waiting, cutscene. Adios. What were you able to learn? A lot of things. Copy of one of the scriptures, you say? A moment while I skim over it. I see, this chapter appears to be a record of the construction of the great image of Aglaia, written in a style as such as folklore was committed to parchment. When the deluge of the six-umbrella calamity threatened Eorzea, the ancestors of the Yalamegans were guided to safety by a comet. Believing it was sent by Aglaia, they came to hold him in the highest. This much of the tale I had been familiar with. According to scripture, among those refugees who followed the comet, some claim to have caught sight of Aglaia himself. Their accounts were passed down through the centuries, and worshippers of the destroyer pieced together to give shape to yonder statue. I must say, it bears more than a passing resemblance to the being we encountered. Were that Aglaia primal, the explanation of the similarities would be simple. That is, the statue gives rise to a unified interpretation of Aglaia's appearance, which in turn lends form to the primal. However, this fails to account for what inspired the likeness in the first place. If the scripture is to be believed, it was the sightings during the 600 calamity, yet for those witnesses to be able to recognize Aglaia, they would have needed an agreed upon idea of his appearance beforehand. If we then consider the history of the 12 worship, that it already existed in the Third Astral Era, it would not be ridiculous to think that these divinities existed even prior to that. The question is, did these beings give rise to their respective faith, or are they primals born of them? Till we have made it clear, we are not summoned beings. Oh, they're coming here to tell us, to talk to us. Since time immemorial, our domains have lain scattered across Yorza. As a matter of fact, one of those which you set foot is nearby. It is not unusual for mortals to glimpse us. That voice, could it be? Yeah, it's Aglaia. Indeed, I am Beauregard, and the hawk beside me is Aglaia. Shall elaborate upon my master's explanation. We thus disguise ourselves when we wish to observe the world without, for being seen in our true forms would violate our laws of conduct. Yet though we similarly disguise our sanctums, veiling them in illusion, rents are known to manifest when the surrounding aether is unstable. At such time, should a gifted mortal chance to be near, they may inadvertently catch sight of us. Of course, during an umbral calamity, etheric imbalance occurs on a star-wide scale, the ideal condition for seeing the phantom realm. Precisely how many times we have been seen, we ourselves have no way of knowing, but that is a sound assumption to make. Well, Beauregard, I believe that much shall suffice, by way of an apology for our deception, shall we? Indeed, that is all we are at liberty to reveal. Fare you well, children of man. Aside from their resistance, where it concerns their identity objective, these divinities are certainly approachable. If they said was true and their worship can be traced back to their sightings, it would serve to explain one thing. According to my research in the field of comparative mythology, Aglaia is often observed to bear many similarities with Rameau. Really? Well, it makes sense, they both have long beards. And both were inspired by Aglaia of the Phantom Realm. Their divergence may be attributable to differences in culture between man and self. So you believe that they gave rise to prevailing faiths in Orza? Given available events, yes, I am inclined to, yet none of this explains their presence. How and when did beings of such power come into existence? What's your crown? Has something happened? Surely, very well. I shall take care of it. Crown has recruited an acquaintance to aid in our investigation and an authority on mythology. Let's go and receive her at the sunken Temple of Karn, where she is currently conducting fieldwork, after a brief detour to prepare a little something. Communicate to Alanon's home to countless adherents of Naldal. I'll attend to business. May I ask the two of you to make inquiries in Ulda? Very well. Excellent. I will join you as soon as I'm able to, by your leave. But yeah, isn't like the balance, the scales of Nal and Tal, like the symbol of Ulda? I just realized that. Like, you know the balance we had to balance in the raid? Isn't that like the symbol of Ulda? So it's just the two of us, just you and me and Ulda. Suppose it can't be helped then. Face of an explorer. No strange manner for one who proposed a survey to so promptly abandon. I'll not lie. I'm not given to working on one-on-one with another, but I suppose I agreed to this arrangement. Very well, we had best be on our way. Carl, you have no objection traveling separately? Good, I shall see you in Ulda. Sure. To Ulda we go. The Steps of Nald, that's literally who we just fought in the raid. We fought Nald and Tal. I just realized Nald is literally the name of the Steps of Nald. Yeah, that's pretty cool when you think about it. What do you have, Derek? Oh, here you are. Oh, that's not one of the defect twins of Naltal. Here they worship Tal, who keeps the realm of the dead, wastes the worths of men's soul. In contrast, Nal keeps the world of the living and oversees their financial fortunes. Their names are borne by many. Location and religious organizations, some extremely wealthy, powerful exist to nurture faith in them. On the surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce such as Ulda could be home to such spiritual people, but it is actually quite logical when one considers their religion is in essence commerce. That is true. Nald and Tal are basically like commerce, yeah, makes sense. In the event, Naltal is a truly unusual divinity. It was originally held to be one god, came to be worshipped as twins. Divided into two distinct entities, the which we encountered was a single being possessed two personalities. Did I miss you? Did you just say they encountered Naltal? While his appearance differs somewhat to the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in their nature. Perhaps we should avoid talking about that here. We're starting to attract attention. Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such conversation. Let us continue it elsewhere. It was careless to me to openly speak of our encounter with a divinity within a place where he is worshipped. Herein I shall exercise greater caution. Thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion. May I ask that you keep it between us? To finish our conversation, as I mentioned though, that Naltal as worshipped by man appears somewhat different. There are unknowable similarities in their nature. I believe we may report this much to Aglaia. That our work here is done. Rather than waiting for our companion to arrive, perhaps we might seek him out at the sunken temple. Mentioned needing to make a detour. Where we set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, it is better to use our time productively, wouldn't you agree? Now let us head to the sunken temple of Corn for once. The heck? What's happening here? Thank goodness, I found this woman collapsed, so I can see no obvious injuries. By her attire, she appears to be some manner of a scholar. Food, my bag, please. Let's see, may I trouble you to find her bag? I will stand lookout. Maybe there. Large bag. Maybe this one. Skin with a little water. Decide the water to one. Alright. So thirsty, hungry. Here we go. Head over. Food, I need food. Not to say dry meat, though as letter. Do you have anything easier to consume? Yeah, here you go. Mr. What are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Steady, Shunkin. I've brought you Archon loaf and coffee made sweet and creamy just as you like it. I am reborn, washed down with a sweet beverage. The life-living nutrients of Archon loaf permeate my being from head to toe. Thank you, kind stranger. However, you knew my preferred source of sustenance. You are truly a godsend. What's your Reha? What brings you here? I don't recall mentioning my fieldwork. It's from my research into Beladian's worship of Azema, you see. As you heard from Kyle, the students are presently investigating the 12. We would prevail upon your expertise. introduce Shogim, expert mythologist. She's collaborator of the students, and like many in Charlem scholar, is passionate about her endeavors, to the point of forgetting to eat. Seeing as she has recovered, may I ask that the two of you tell her about the Phantom Realm? The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm, and you exchange not only words with them, but blows besides. Incredible. Your description of the domains, Talender's Tower in one, and its smeltering city Nether, are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire depicted in legend. The heavens of lightning and fire. Okay. In ancient times, worshippers of the 12 believed that there exist 7 heavens and 7 hells. Okay, we're on to something. Aetherology has since established that departed souls return to the ethereal sea. It seems those afterlife domains were more than just advantage of mortal imagination. No, they actually exist. The pursuit of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have these revelations given to me. Yeah, we've been there. We saw it with our own eyes. But more than that, I'm dying to know more, which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. We would, of course, welcome your presence. Without further ado, then let us head to the Unfollows. Kral awaits us there. Enter the Unfollows. Back everyone, welcome. Shogim, I'm glad you could join us. Carl, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading your students. But may I say what a lovely place this is? At a glance, this appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend. The 7th legend. The 7th heaven. Oh, if those aren't symbols representing the other heavens, take it those are their respective gateways. I should like to pay them all a visit. For Snogan's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far, and hence deliberate the next step. Gods reappeared before us in Ragwitter's reach, though they were disguised as unassuming creatures. Their laws forbid them from showing their true forms outside of their realm. Yet in the event the ambient Aether becomes unstable, such as during umbral calamity, it is possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. Such sightings, we believe, have given rise to various faiths practiced throughout Eorza. As we confirm Nulda, the Nulltal worshipped by people in the Nulltal we encountered there have some similarities. Indeed, they have more similarities than they do differences. Of course, exploring the Unfollows, 2 things caught my attention. The first, the gate which lies in the innermost area. If each of the other 6 gates lead to elementally aspected heaven, we stand in the 7th heaven, as Snogan said. And what then lies beyond the last gate? The second is this monument. It harbors some manner of magic unlike anything I've seen before. I will endeavor to decipher it, but it will take time. Divinities that have existed since before time immemorial, who abide in domains resembling the heavens of legend. Why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favor us with more of their secrets, it would seem this monument holds the key to solving the mystery. Much more yet lies beyond our understanding, but we'll keep chasing the truth together. I'm sure you'll agree though, this is tiring work, both mentally and physically. We need to face ourselves. Which end might I suggest we return to Revenant's Toll and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation. How did I get to simply chat with colleagues? I had fairly forgotten what it felt like. Indeed, and it's quite fitting that we should be doing here the seventh heaven. Big, that's an understatement, if I had ever heard one. Seven of the highest of the heavens, which rules over the remaining six, was right here in Mardona all this time. This isn't fitting, my friends, it's destiny. You're absolutely well versed in myths surrounding the heavens and hells, if you don't mind. I'd like to hear your thoughts on them. Just as they are, their research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passions. My apologies if it makes you uncomfortable. Having always traveled alone, I'm admittedly not too familiar with such lively atmosphere, but I do not mislike it. By the way, the two of you arrived at the sunken temple rather quickly. Did something happen? As pleasant as this has been, it's been past time we return to Yannick's. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself. I shall take myself to the Unfollows. There's so much there that I'd like to see. Maybe I'll go walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here. Alright, do take care now. It's pleasant, isn't it? The smells and sound of the tavern makes it one feel alive. Towards stepping outside alone and breathing the cool air, I like that just as much. While we wait developments, I shall remain here to verify evidence toll. If there are any tidings, rest assured I will share them with you. Thank you for your help. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you. So this is it for myths and legends, I guess, for now. Alright, well, see you next time, Derek.